Earlier today, I was eating some chicken noodle soup. Then I came to the sudden realization. My entire reality shifted. I thought of nothing but this moment. It felt like we were all just hunks of meat drifting away in space, waiting till the heat death of the universe came when I thought of this. Why aren't sporks used in daily life? Like, I don't understand why it's not used all the time. Why do we have forks and spoons when we could just use sporks? And I know what you're thinking, but Jag, in the wake of the nation's wholesale transition to the singular spork, the ritual elegance of dining has devolved into a utilitarian performance wherein culinary nuance is sacrificed upon the altar of misguided efficiency. And look, you may be right in certain aspects, but I have a certain retort that'll silence your fears. And that's shut up. Your opinion does not matter. If there's one thing I've learned from political debates is that the person who talks louder is right. And right now, I don't hear anyone talking to me. Now I'm going to explain to you in at least 3,000 words because I accidentally made an essay on this while thinking about this one time. What was that explosion? I accidentally made an essay on this while thinking about this one time. People are chasing me because of my beliefs in sporks. People are going to be chasing me about this. But I believe that every household in the U.S. and not the U.S. Every part of the world should have sporks. And I have the reasons to prove it. It's all thanks to this 3,000 word document that I accidentally wrote in my spare time because I was really curious on this, if this would actually like be a thing. Like, look, don't judge me. Don't judge what I do in my free time. You think I'm gonna judge what you do in your free time? Maybe I might. What's in that what's next page part? What's in that part, huh? Is it better be me, huh? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, comment it actually. Yeah, comment it. I want to know. I personally want to know actually right now. Not because I want to get in the algorithm or anything. I want to know. I want to know because I'm curious. I'm curious about you. That's right. I'm developing a parasocial relationship. No, I'm not doing that. All right, I'm not developing a parasocial relationship. At least until I hit 100k subs. Well, in that case, it's their own fault. No, scratch that. It's because of my charming personality and my politics and sporks. By the way, please don't do that. I really don't want to do that right now. Or ever. Please, never. Anyway, I want to go back to talking about sporks before something bad happens, alright? Alright, do you realize that back then, during Egyptian times, they didn't actually use sporks. They used like this two-pronged thing where they used it for like cooking and stuff. It wasn't actually used for like a fork kind of thing. But it matters because it's Egyptian, and anything Egyptian always turns out good, except for the whole slavery thing. That is a little bit bad. That was a little bad, I'm not gonna lie. But their religious beliefs, oh boy, trust me, they were still not good. Bro, they sacrificed like everyone to their gods, man. Like the Egyptians were not good at all. Oh my god, why is someone calling me? Is it someone who wants to learn about the Byzantine Empire, maybe? Did you know that the Byzantine Empire used forks back then, and that like they used it as like a sign of wealth?
Yes.
Wait. All right, this is common knowledge.
You know why? Because what they made it out of, like
no. Yeah, listen here. Theodora Anna Dokina, a Byzantine princess, married Doge Domenico Salvo of Venice. These are real names, by the way. And when she arrived in Venice, she brought her golden forks because obviously she wasn't about to eat spaghetti with her fingers like some sort of mortal. Like let's be real here.
Yeah, babe,
and then local priests condemned her fork use as blasphemy. One priest even said that her culture items that she used to eat food with had insulted God himself. Hear that, everyone? You're going to hell.
I would give you spoon for the rest
imagine like being next to Hitler in hell and he says something like, I've killed millions of people. What did you do to get in here? I used a fork.
Imagine using a spork, though.
Instant pearly gates of heaven.
Sounds very interesting. We need to talk about this more often.
Sure. Whatever. Bye. Another satisfied customer. I can't help but feel so proud of myself that I've educated so many people on the history of sporks. Well, technically forks right now, but I'm gonna quiz you on sporks later. This will be on the test, by the way. By the way, this is the first time I've ever played like this Hoplite, like battle royale thing. I am kind of shocked that I actually survived this long. Look, I know it's still in like the building phase, but I'm still kind of shocked because like I've never played this. That's a person down there. I've never played this before. Okay, so I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what this coal stuff is. I don't know what this gravel is. I don't know what this diamond is in my inventory. I don't know what any of this stuff is. I don't know what some of this stuff does. All right, don't blame me. I'm old. I'm scared. But anyway, back to sporks, because that's the most important thing here. I don't care about this game. I don't care if I win or lose. It's sporks that matters. It's about educating the masses about sporks, really. So during the medieval age, it's pretty much whatever goes. I mean, no one really cared about like forks or anything like that. If anything, tableware was it's more seen as like a sign of weakness. Like a guy, like they're gonna have like some knights at the round table. They're gonna be looking at you like thinking like you're eating chicken with a fork and knife. This guy, get the swords, get an axe, just behead him already. Oh god, I don't know what that is, but I'm scared. Like again, like I've never played this. I don't know what things do. I don't know what these trees do. I don't know what anything is. I don't know my name. Who am I? What is this? I don't know what a nether reactor core is. Actually, I do. I actually had one of those when I was a kid. Anyone play Minecraft PE? I'm the only one. All right, so now we're at the Renaissance, where this funny little invention called spaghetti started to exist thanks to these Italians. This new species made this silly little invention called the fork. Okay, I don't even know if they really made it. It's more like they kind of had to do it because it complemented spaghetti that well. Until foreigners decided, you know what? Let's bring this stuff back home. And then that's when everyone back home was like, wow, you freak. What do you think you're doing? What? You are a freak, you know that? We may be dying of there are people dying of the plague right now, but you're even more sick. You are sicker than them if you think we are going to use forks and knives. They proceeded to use forks and knives. Took about like 500 years, but you know, that's Darwin's theory for you. I just wanted to like point this out. This is a little bit of a relevant fact. In the 1950s, there was like this hoax that spaghetti was grown on like trees and stuff like that, which was hilarious. That was like one of the first known instances of a hoax going live in the news, and PvP is now enabled. I am now scared for my life. I will now make myself feel more superior by killing chickens. I don't know what this giant mansion is, but I will go inside of it. I don't know if there's stuff inside of it, but I hear zombies, so maybe there's stuff in it. Wow. This is a cool build, but god, there is nothing in here. And that is someone following me. Good sir, I'm trying to spread the word on sporks. Just want to get bowed. Okay, he just wants to stay there and get bowed down. Is this guy a bot? I feel like he's a bot. Surely this is a bot. This has gotta be a bot. What are these movements? Alright, you know what? Kill's a kill. Get over here. Alright, surely that was a bot. Like, surely that was a bot. Like, there's no way that wasn't a bot. I took more damage from one zombie than that guy even, like, trying, like, at all. I don't even know what he was doing. Was he even, like, alive? Like, was he, like, playing with, like, his feet or something? Like, I don't understand. Maybe, just maybe, he was playing with a motorcycle controller. You ever think about that? Hey, I don't judge how people play the video game. Just in the same way I don't judge people for using a fork and spoon instead of a spork. Like, let's be real here. We can't judge people based on their inferiorities, okay? But we can judge them if they have different values than me, in which case they were always wrong. That brings me to the French Revolution, where by the 17th and 18th centuries, forks were finally becoming fashionable in France and England. Once the French embraced the fork, it was game over. If there is one thing history teaches us, it's that once the French make something fashionable, everyone else pretends they thought of it first. They're like that one kid in class who takes all your jokes and then says it out loud and takes all the credit while you're just there being like, I said it first. By the 1800s, forks had evolved from 2 those prong things to 4 because engineers apparently got involved and decided, you know what this thing needs that we haven't changed for like a couple hundred years? 2 more prongs. Like, they must have done the research like a million times over for them to come to that conclusion that the fork, after all this time, needed at least 2 more prongs to be even more effective. Why don't we add even more prongs today? Why don't we add like 8 more prongs to it? Then we could scoop up even more food. Actually, I'm actually gonna try that after this. I have full faith that future me is a Da Vinci in my time. Like, I may not be appreciated right now, but I am practically Da Vinci. I'm not even gonna lie, that's probably like the workflow with some of these engineers. They're probably like, look at this thing. Look at it right now. It needs 2 more. Like you see this bicycle, you know what it could use? It could use 2 more wheels. See the camera on the back of your phone? What if we added 2 more cameras? See your shoes, see how you only have 2 shoes? What if we don't add anything more because we don't have any more, we have no more places to put shoes on. What are you gonna put it on your hands? Wait, that just gives me an idea. Anyway, I think I made my point pretty clear here. That brings me to the early colonists that didn't have much time for dainty European customs. They were busy not dying of dysentery. Forks were rare, and many people continued to eat with knives and spoons well into the 18th century. But by the mid-1800s, even Americans gave in. Forks became the standard household item, showing up in catalogs and dining sets. Of course, Americans being Americans, they immediately invented a new way to hold them, the American style of cutting food, and then switching hands. Like, imagine just going to dinner and some random people make fun of you for the way you cut your food. Like, why? I prefer the way I cut my food, made by man. I know it's not efficient. I like it. Hold on a second. I think I'm contradicting myself. No, I'm not. I'm always right. Anyway, like I was saying before, sporks should be used in everyday life. Now I'm going to explain the history of sporks now because I just explained the history of forks. Now I have to go into sporks because I don't need to talk about spoons. We already know the history of spoons already. I mean, say it with me, class. It originated as a rudimentary concave implements fashioned from bone and shell by prehistoric societies and underwent progressive material and structural diversification through successive epochs, encompassing metallurgical innovation in antiquity, ornamental elaboration during medieval and Renaissance periods, and eventual industrial and standardization, culminating in their contemporary manifestation as ergonomically optimized, mass-produced instruments emblematic of both cultural continuity and technological adaptation. I mean, who doesn't know that, really? Ooh, lava pool. I remember how to do this. I remember how to make a portal. I absolutely remember how to make a portal. Never mind. I'm a genius. Okay, so actually you put this there, you put that there, you do this, you put this there, and then you put this up there, and then you do that, and then we do... Hate this game. Stupid game. Playing this stupid game over again. Where are all the people? Like, I've been talking about sporks nonstop for like the past 15 minutes, and I've only met like one person, and I feel like he was playing with like his toes or something. Is there like anyone like alive here, like at all? Like, isn't like the point of a battle royale like supposed to have like lots of people? Like, I understand like a lot of them died in like the first like 20 minutes, but like, come on, man, this is like my first game here. Like surely there's got to be like someone to put me out of my misery. Otherwise, I'm just gonna keep talking about sporks. Speaking of which, did you know ancient civilizations had multifunctional utensils long before Starbucks started handing out plastic ones? You could even say it was a proto-spork. But the Romans sadly didn't call it that. They called it something Latin and smug, like cochlearium bipunt. I don't know how to say that, alright? The chair in my room just started floating after I said that, alright? Okay, so deathmatch is starting in 5 minutes. You know what that means? It's just enough time for me to list out the rest of the history about sporks. So we're going to the first patent now. We're in the first, when genius meets bureaucracy, okay? The earliest recorded patent for a spork-like utensil comes from Samuel W. Francis, finally an actual name, from 1874. There's a guy chasing me. Sir. Sporks! Do you want to learn about sporks? Sir. I need to talk about the rest of sporks history. I can't die just yet. Alright? There will come a point in my life, or I may die one day. That's not right now. I need to finish the rest. I just need to talk about the rest of the history of sporks. I mean, Francis didn't get the fame he deserved. The world wasn't ready. He was just like Van Gogh in that regard. It would take almost a century before the spork became a cultural phenomenon. What does this do? What? Oh, that's nice. I didn't know candy could give me an entire gold bar, but you know. Enter the 1950s, the golden age of convenience, when America decided that everything should be disposable, including morality. Fast food was booming, cafeterias were multiplying, and plastic was the new religion. Somewhere, a brilliant, or maybe just lazy, designer realized, hey, if we make one utensil to do two jobs, we can save money and confuse everyone. And thus, the plastic spork was born. It was perfect for the era. Cheap, stackable, and functionally mediocre at everything. Could it stab a salad? Kinda. Could it hold soup? Sorta. Could it make you feel like a toddler using cutlery for the first time? Absolutely. And by the 1970s, sporks had taken over lunch trays and picnic baskets across America, and naturally, people started fighting about them. Fork loyalists argued that sporks were too dull, too shallow, too plasticky, and spoon purists said that they were jagged, like little nightmares that make soup an extreme sport, and both sides were kinda right. If you think about it, though, the spork is the perfect symbol of human compromise, and that's what makes people uncomfortable. It's not perfect at anything, but decent at everything. It's basically the middle child of the utensil family, overworked, underappreciated, and blamed for things it didn't do. Fast forward to the 21st century. People carry bamboo toothbrushes and judge you for using plastic straws. Naturally, the spork is making a comeback. Outdoor brands now sell titanium camping sporks that cost $20 for one. $20 for one spork. The same utensil your high school cafeteria gave you for free is now a premium lifestyle accessory marketed with phrases like minimalist eating solution. Because nothing sends simplicity like spending $20 to eat ramen like a Viking. You know what? Because why not? You know, I'm probably not going to survive this, but, you know, it's whatever. There's like 2 other people left, so I'm probably not going to survive this. But hey, think about it. At least we can educate them on sporks, even though they don't have any microphones and I'm muted right now. To top it all off, the spork isn't just a utensil. It's a metaphor for us. Messy, adaptive, trying to do too much at once. Think about it. We multitask every day, constantly, never quite perfecting anything, but getting it done somehow. We're sporks with Wi-Fi, awkwardly combining functions we were never designed for. The fork says, I pierce. The spoon says, I cradle. The spork says, I'll try my best, even if everyone laughs. If that's not the human condition, what is? Now, I'm gonna die right now. Bro, he's got a god apple. I'm not winning this game. That's cool. Just think about it. Just think about it. Think about the sporks. Think how funny it would be if I won my first game. Ow! I was not winning that. That was fun, though. I had fun. So what did we learn? We learned about the long, rich history of the utensils that we use today and realized that we are just too damn stubborn. When civilization falls and we're all eating canned beans in the dark, with the people with sporks will inherit the earth. Mark my words, it will happen.